Today we are going to study The World as I See It. It is written by Albert Einstein. Know about that Albert Einstein already. So Albert Einstein has actually, in this essay, The World as I See It, Einstein has expressed his personal views about the purpose and ideals of life, democracy and dictatorship, war and peace, mystery and religion. Like basically, World as I See It is a chapter about what is the perspective of Einstein towards life. And Einstein, as you all know, that he is a physicist and he has won the Nobel Prize in 1921. So the people wanted to know about what is his perspective of life. That's why this is an essay, World as I See It, written by Einstein. And he has talked about a person who is a Nobel Prize holder, a person who is famous enough, a person who has a different perspective about the life from the others. Then how does he think about democracy, dictatorship, war and peace, mystery and religion, and a purpose of the ideals of the life as well. Now we'll go forward for, like, in this essay, Einstein says that our stay in this world is very short. Exactly, we have a very short life, and the life is not purposeless. Whenever we are having the goals of life, it is easier for us to spend the life. When there is no curiosity, there is no, we don't want to urge, we do not have any of the urge in the life. So there is no point of living. If we fulfill our all wishes and we are satisfied on it, then what will we work for? We will have no interest in our life. So life is definitely very short and it should not be the purposeless. There has a different purpose of the life. A person should know and should find out why is that person made, what is made of and made for. Like why Allah Ta'ala has made all of us different from each other. Because everybody has a different perspective of life and everybody has a different workout for that. So that's what we should have the different goals, and that's why the world runs actually. We live for the sake of fellow beings because our happiness depends on the smiles and welfare of the others. Definitely, it is mostly practiced that then whenever we like to do something for others, we feel more happy than to get something for ourselves. Well, if we go for the shopping and we do shopping for ourselves, we'll be happy definitely. But if we do some charity on that, the same thing to someone, we'll feel much more happy of it. So whenever you are helping, Allah Ta'ala has made our lives like then depends on the smiles, like when we feel others smile, when we charity, when we welfare, so we feel very much happy. And as the Einstein does, he thinks that the fellow men work very hard in order to make his life comfortable. Actually, over here, the fellow men word is used, this one is used for the common man, the walking street man here. So he's talking about that they are really very much working hard for his life comfort and he must repay in the same measure. So the people who are around him, especially the government and especially the government and the others, the people who are related to it, should pay with the same measures. Like as he's working hard, his replies from the people and the universe should be very great. He's against class differences, like Einstein is against class differences, which he thinks are contrary to the justice and the based on the force and compulsion. This is literally true. That what does Einstein think? He thinks that if we have the class differences, there is a big class, there is a small class, or there are some, you may say, the elite class there, low class here, middle class, lower middle class, and below the poverty line of the poverty. If we believe in that all, so we would have the different systems for all, and we will treat the people differently, which is contrary to the justice. So exactly, which is contrary, okay, which is against the justice, and we cannot make that proper justice because we have our that mindset. Who is going to pursue the people who are more rich, who are more powerful, would be given more pleasures, would be given more leads to the life, which is against to the justice. The what Einstein believes in is simple living, like the person should be equal and simply living. Either he is rich, either he is powerful, it doesn't matter. What matter is a person's personality and his behavior towards the others. Philosophers believes in the perfect freedom. Most of the time, you can see that like different philosophers of either they are English or from the Muslim side, but they are believing in the perfect freedom, that everybody should be free from all rules and regulations. But Einstein does not agree with them. He believes in, like, he thinks that actions of an individual are determined by the environment forces as well as by his natural urges. So we should have the proper rules and regulations to live. These rules and regulations are called the social norms. And he believes in the social norms. The person should know what should he do, what shouldn't he do. So if we are wearing the clothes, there used to be the time when the people didn't used to even wear clothes. But now people are wearing clothes, and we no, take it as a social norms. So we have to go for this, for the social norms. And Einstein also believes it. Most of the philosophers believes in a person should be free enough. Either he wants to go for something illegal, or either he wants to go. It's his own wish. But Einstein does not believe in his own wish. He believes in the person should know how to carry the society. He believes in the philosophy of Schopenhauer, who says that a man is not master of his world. Actually, this Schopenhauer has talked about that man is not master. Master is called Aka in Urdu. And Aka means a person who controls. So a man should not be the slave of his all dreams. A man should not be slave of his all the goals and achievements he wants. He should not be slave. He should be master of, but he is not master of his own will. So he has to follow the norms and values which usually that the society brings for us. What is the another point Einstein talks about in the next paragraph of this chapter? The next paragraph says that to author ease and comfort are not good ideas. He believes in that if you are living in your comfort zone, you are actually only practicing the things. But if you are if you are coming out of the comfort zone, it means you are learning something, and that's literally true. So comfort are not good ideals. He is away inspired by the ideals of truth, goodness, and beauty. He has his ideals of speaking truth, the person who is good in the nature and talking to the people very humbly, and maybe the beautiful. He loves mankind and believes that without the friendship of the men, life would have been extremely meaningless for him. So, without the people, without having the socialing, without having the connection with each other, life is meaningless. Property, outward success, and luxury are useless in this eyes. He believes in like having the big homes, having the big cars, having that the person who can have the more money, more power, looks outward success, and the luxury maybe he has in life. It's all useless. It doesn't matter. What matter is the person should be humble, person should be kind, and person should be persuasive. He loves solitude because he thinks that the man can form his opinion, habits, and judgment without being influenced by any person if he leads life of solitude. Exactly. If you have your own regular rules and regulations to live, it doesn't matter who you are living with. Even your rules and regulations followed. And if they are good for the human being, your rules and regulations that are not contradictory to the humanity, it would definitely give benefits to others as well. He's against the heroship. Like there is no so-called heroes like a one-man show or Superman and a Batman kind of a heroes. He does not believe in, because there is no one-man army. There is always a company. There is always a person, a team who works together. He attributes the causes of the failures of the democracy in Europe in the weak, incapable rules. He pays great tribute to the presidential form of the government prevalent in America, where a president is elected for a sufficiently long period and enjoys sufficient powers. He does not believe in the democracy actually. He believes in the we can easily see Einstein Einstein is basically believing in that the dictatorship. There is only a one presidential power who has enough time to enjoy his powers and who has enough time to take decisions. Once you are in a democracy, you are only against each other. So he believes in not the democracy, he believes in that presidentialship. Therefore, he acts in a responsible manner. He believes in a person who is president, a presidential or a dictatorship. He knows that he is responsible for all the decisions. There is no blame game. That's why he believes in that he behaves more responsible. Now, in the next paragraph, what does he do? The he hates war, actually. He says war seems to me a mean and contemptible things. He believes in there should not be war, there should be only table talk. So we should solve our problems with the table talks, not with the wars at all. We would rather die than take part in such a hateful business. He believes in the war, believes, makes your beliefs against each other. Either there is a war between two enemies, but it is the cause, it is the way to to disrespect each other. Wars break out because of the sound sense of the nations has been corrupted by the political and commercial interests. He never believed that the people want war. They believe in the only politicians or the people who are corrupted or in the commercial interest. They believe in the war. There is nothing with the nation to be in the war. According to Einstein, mystery is the basis of religion. Man has always desired to know unknown and mysterious things results in a religious attitude. He believes in that if you are what mystery is basis on the religion. And he believes in that religious attitudes are also involved in the mysteries because every area Asian people have a different behavior towards the religion, towards the mystery, towards the miracle. Europeans have the different behaviors towards the miracle, towards the religious, and as Africans have the different. So he believes in that's a mindset which we have since our birth, since our born, and since our nature is built from birth to the sixth age. That is the basic belief of a person, and mystery depends on that. In this sense alone, Einstein is deeply religious person because he has tried to know the unknown. If you think about the Einstein's religion, he has approx read most of the religion of the world, big religion of the world, as in his different books being appreciated. That he been to all kind of a knowledge. He just never believed in what his parents used to say. He believed in what he read, what he researched himself. Now there are some highlighted points over here, and what the highlighted points are: a strong sense of duty towards his fellow men. What is Einstein belief that we exist for our fellow men leads him to feel a strong sense of duty towards them. In Urdu, if I say that whenever Allah Ta'ala as Allah Ta'ala जब हमें नवाजता है ना तो वो सिर्फ हमें नहीं नवाजता उसमें हमारे साथ हमारे इर्द गिर्द लोगों का हिस्सा देता है. The Einstein is talking about that. Like whenever you're being blessed by the God, you exist in this world just because of the others. Because Allah Ta'ala has chosen you to help others. Maybe you are wasila for someone, maybe you are helping someone. If you research about Pharaoh, Pharaoh was given 400 years leverage from the God. As he used to say that I am the God, Allah Maaf Farmaye, that Allah Ta'ala has given him. You know why? Because he used to give food to the people free. वो अपने तमाम गुलामों को खाना मुफ्त देता था. Maybe Allah Ta'ala has made him Wasila, we can't say anything. So 400 years Allah Ta'ala has not done anything with the Quran. And that's different in the different books you may read all. So Einstein believes that an existing for our fellow men leads him to feel strong sense of duty towards them, that it's our duty to work for them. In his essay, Einstein's World is as Seed, Einstein divides his fellow men, human beings, into two groups: his immediate family and humanity at large. Like immediate family, which we have our mother, father, brother, sister, these are immediate family, we all know that. And humanity is the first. He asserts that his inner and outer life depends on their labor, regardless of the fact whether they are alive or dead. Thus, he thinks that he must also exploit all his potential to contribute to the human happiness and return. Like he believes in that he puts all his efforts, whatever happiness being given to him by from his labors, from his immediate family or from the humanity, should give them back on the equal basis. That is his all belief in. What is the next highlighted point in this own chapter? These are the highlights and which are very important. Attitude towards property, towards success and luxury. What is the his attitude? As I have already told you in the summary, not in the highlighted points, but what was his attitude towards them? In his essay, The World as I See It, Einstein considers that property, outward success, luxuries are ordinary subjects to the human individual. According to Einstein, these objects are contemptible because the ideas behind them are nothing but love for ease and self-centered happiness. If you are into the outward success, if you are into the luxury or in the love of the property, then you are self-centered happiness. You just want it. You don't want others to be happy because it doesn't concern with the others. What others concerns are severely criticizes all those people who are direct their inner energies to the property, outward success, and luxury, and condemn these people as a herd of Islamists. Alternatively, he approves of those ideals which helped him unleash his potential, that is truth, good and beauty. He believed in unleash means खुला छोड़ना. तो वो अपनी potentials को, अपनी all the things, all the energies they have, they let that free for everyone. They're not free for their own sakes. They never want that for their own sakes. Okay, now we will move forward with attitude towards the war. What does he think about war? What is Einstein's perspective about the war? Einstein hates war and holds human race in high esteem. In his essay, The World as I See It, Einstein describes war as a mean, contemptible, and abandonable business because there are always commercial and political interests behind them, nothing else. He believes that the sound sense of a nation corrupted by the promoting these interests through the schools and the press. Einstein despises war so much that he would prefer to cut into the pieces that would take part in this war. He believes in, like, if you want to die yourself, commit suicide, but it's not, definitely it's forbidden in Islam. Being Muslim, we cannot do that. But instead of hating someone and dying, it's better to die for yourself. Love someone and die. It's much better. So that is Einstein's perspective. He completely hates war. He does not believe in the war. He believes in the table talks. Next, we have what is his attitude towards the leadership. Einstein believes in the democracy and teaches to respect every individual. He's of the view that the people should be free to choose their representatives. They should not be found to follow the leaders who thirst upon them. He believes in like leadership, what leadership is. There is the difference between boss and the leader. Boss always orders you and argues. Leaders always pay attention towards you and makes an example for you. So he believes in what the people should be free for to choose their representatives to whom they trust, but that person should be the leader. They teaches the respect to every individual. An individual before the state, and one unit, a person is a unit of a society, and we all are the part of the society. Like I am society for you and you are society for me. So exactly what is individual before the state? Einstein puts the individual before the states because of it's individual, the personality that creates the noble and the sublime, while the herd as such remains dull in thought, in doubt and feeling. Um, what does he believes in? He believes before the state, a person should have its own personality, should be noble enough. He should not be involved going against the state. He should not be involved in the illegal activities. Okay, we'll move forward for the concerning to immortality of soul. What does he believe about the death? What does Einstein believes about the death? Einstein is basically an atheist. You know, he never believes in the God, but we believe in God definitely. We are Muslims. He denies that the concept of the punishment and the reward of the human beings and their God after their death. So he does not believe in the immortality of a soul or a life after death. What does he believe in? He believes in whatever the life we have in this world. There is no punishment, there is no reward, there is no doomsday. He does not believe in Roze Qayamat or Roze Mahshar as we believe in. We do sabr, we do shukr, we follow Allah because we believe in that all rewards which we are going to have and all the punishments Allah na kare which we are going to face. So he never believes in, he believes in whatever the life is here, and we should enjoy and we should respectfully live our life. Okay. Now this is the worksheet beta for all of you. Fine. Uh, this should be followed, and very soon I'll give you. You have to put into the loose sheet, and very soon I will give you the submission date. Fine. You have to complete this, and thank you very much for listening.